Good morning, children. I'm Shomi Sarkar. Today I'm going to take your classes, English classes from now on. I hope you are all good and you have been following the classes. Any doubts and clarifications, you can just contact me so that you can, clear your doubts. Right? So today we are going to start off with the chapter, The Bird on the Shore, which is page number 13, chapter 2. Children, are you ready with your books? Right. So chapter 2, we are going to start off. But before that, I am going to introduce you to the topic of the chapter. Children, we all know that we should all take care of the environment, right? Yes or no? So, we all take care of our environment. We should keep our environment clean. We all know that we always, clean our house. We keep our houses clean. So, we should keep our environment clean as well, right? Yes or no, children? Absolutely. It is very important. And all your parents, all the time your parents, your teachers, what do they teach you? That do not throw paper on the floor, do not litter, keep your room clean, keep your school clean, keep your classroom clean, throw the litter in the bin, right? So, what do? Do we dirty our house? No. Do we throw the paper on the floor in our house? No. We throw it in the dustbin. Similarly, we should also we should not litter in the park, on the road. We should look for a dustbin and throw it in the bin, right? Or if you cannot find a dustbin, you can take your litter home and throw it in the dustbin in your house. So children, it is very important to keep our environment and our surroundings clean, right? So, and most importantly, if you see somebody, not using a dustbin, you should immediately make the person aware of it. That no, this is not right. You should put it in the bin. Okay? So, now, look at the chapter. We are going to start off with the chapter, page number 13. The first exercise is related to environment. Have you all opened your books? Page number 13? Yes. See the exercise? Tick the things that we should do to keep our park clean. So what we should do to keep the park clean? See, there are options here. What you have to do is you have to tick or you have to cross. If the statement is correct, you have to put a tick. If the statement is not correct, you have to put a cross. The first statement. Litter on the benches in the park. Children, should we litter? Should we litter the park? No. What we should do? We should use a dustbin and throw it in the bin. So, will you put a tick or a cross? We should put a cross, right. Leave used plastic bottles. Number 2. Leave used plastic bottles under the trees. Should we do that, children? We should never leave, plastic bottles under the trees. So, it's a cross. Collect food and waste in paper bags and throw them in dustbins. Is it correct? Should you do that? Yes. You should always collect food and waste in a paper bag and throw it in the bin. So, you put a tick here. Pluck flowers and leaves. Should you pluck flowers and leaves, children? No. So, put a cross here. Allow pets to dirty the park. Should you allow pets to dirty the park, children? No. So, we put a cross here. Take your litter home if you can't find a dustbin. It is true. You should not throw it here and there. You should use a dustbin. But if you cannot find a dustbin on the road or in the park, what you should do? You carry it home. Throw it in the dustbin in your house. Right? Everybody has done this exercise? I'm sure you must have. And those who were not, you have not, followed, or you have any doubts, I'm going to put up this exercise. So you just check it out, check your answers, whether it is correct or not. Okay? Right. Now, we are finished with this exercise. Now we are going to start off with the poem. See, same page number 13. The poem starts. So I am going to read it and I am going to explain it to you thoroughly. Right? Before that, before we start off with the explanation of the poem, I am going to tell you about the poet. So, who has written the poem? So, we need to know who has written the poem and a little information about the poet. Right. So, now let's go to page number 14. Towards the end, just check the poem. What is the name of the poem, children? The name of the poem is The Bird on the Shore. And who has written it? Who's the poet? Brian Moses is the poet. Right? So let's learn a little bit about him. Brian Moses is one of the Britain's most popular children's poet, right? He writes on a variety of topics such as monsters, aliens, angels. His well-known poems include Walking with My Iguana and Snake Hotel, right? So these are the poems he has written. He basically writes for children. And now, this is the poem we are going to learn, The Bird on the Shore, which is written by Brian Moses. Right? So, come back to page number 13 again, children. I am going to explain each and every bit of the poem to you. If you have any clarifications, any doubts after I explain it, please get back to me. I am going to clarify all your doubts. Right? When the sea becomes dirty, many animals and birds that live in and around it are affected. Read this poem about a gull that is rescued by a kind father and his son. So this poem is about a kind father and his son and how they rescued a gull. What is a gull, children? It's a kind of a bird, right? Just now I told you, we had an exercise that we should keep our environment clean. But what is happening nowadays, people, all the factories, whatever factories we are having around, they are throwing all their waste materials into the river water, the sea water. So the water is becoming dirty, right? The poem is all about that. How the birds and animals are getting affected because of the dirty water, right? A sticky skin of oil is floating on the sea. What do you mean by sticky skin of oil? Have you touched oil ever? You will see it's a little sticky, right? A sticky skin of oil means, skin means here is layer. A sticky layer of oil is floating on the sea. So you have all seen a sea, right? What happens when oil, you drop oil on the water? Have you ever seen? Just try it out in your house. In a glass of water or in a bowl of water, put 2-3 drops of water. You will see it will not mix with water. It will float on the surface. So what happens when, these factories, throw these, impure oil and stuff, impure things into the water, what happens? The oil floats on the water and it becomes sticky, right? And any bird caught in it. Now you all know so many, there are so many water birds and water animals in the sea. Now if there is oil in the sea, what happens? What happens? The oil becomes sticky. And when the animals come out, the oil gets stuck to their body, right? Now when the oil gets stuck to their body, their face, will they be able to breathe? No, they will not be able to breathe. And oil will get stuck in their entire body. So this is the poem about a gull. See, and any bird caught in it. The bird which gets caught in the oil needs our help to break free. Our help means human beings. We can help them, right, to come out of it. Just like the gull we found. Now this is the father and the son. When they went to the shore for a walk, they found a gull. What did they find? A gull. I told you the gull is a kind of a bird. And they found it half dead among the sands. What do you mean by half dead among the sands? The bird was not breathing and the bird was almost dead. Among the sands means on the shore, seashore. You find on the seashore you find sand. So they found the gull on the seashore half dead. So what did the father and the son do? We wrapped him in a towel. They picked up the gull and they wrapped him in a towel, but still he pecked Dad's hands. What did the gull was doing? When they picked it up, they pecked. Pecked means what? They were striking the father with his beak. The bird was striking the father's hand with its beak, right? Which meant what? That the gull was still alive. Now children, turn to page number 14. It's not a job for us, Dad said. After this child's father saw the gull and observed him, the gull was in a very bad condition. It was half dead. So the father said to the son, we will not be able to help him. Why? Because he needs some expert care. What do you mean by expert care? We all know that when we are sick, we go to a doctor, right? So, when we go to a doctor, the doctor treats us and then, he gives us medicine and we will become alright. But can we take care of it all by ourselves? No. Without a doctor? No. Because the doctor is an expert. So, for the bird also we need an expert who knows about the birds, right? And who can take care of the gull properly and treat him properly, right? So, what did the father do? Now see, I think I know a place. Father said, I know a place where we will find an expert. They will make him better there. They will treat him and make him alright. So, what happens? I know a place where we can take him. So, the father and the son took the gull to an expert who would treat the gull, right? Now next paragraph. They scrubbed and cleaned our gull. What did the experts do? They scrubbed and cleaned. What is the meaning of scrubbed? Scrubbed means to rub hard to clean. So they cleaned they scrubbed and cleaned the bird properly. Why did they have to clean the bird? Because there was oil all over his body. So they scrubbed him and cleaned him, and the bird was much better, and they treated him and he became alright. Then showed us several more, which means that the experts showed the father and the son so many more birds they have found from the shore who were half dead. And then what happened? They were half dead, and they got them and they treated them, they cleaned them, and now they were better, which had been black with oil and half dead on the shore. So those birds which the experts found, they were also half dead and black with oil. So they got them and they cleaned them, scrubbed them and took care of them, and now treated them, and now they were much better. So a sticky skin of oil is floating on the sea. So as I told you, because of this sticky skin of oil, the layer of oil which is floating on the sea, and any bird caught in it needs one's help to be free. So any bird which will get caught in it will, what happen? It will get caught in it, will need our help. Whose help? Our help. And children, always remember, we should help animals, birds and aquatic animals if they are in danger, right? Or if they are in trouble. You should always have that kind heart. And what is the poet saying here? That this father and the son was very kind hearted. And what did they do? They helped the bird and they saved the bird and got them to an expert and treated him, and now the bird was absolutely alright. So as a person, as a human being, we should be very compassionate, right? We should help whoever is in need. Any animal you see on the road, any cat or any bird, at times we see any bird, electrocuted. If they sit on the wire, what happens? They get electrocuted, they fall on the floor. So if you see the bird is still living, you pick it up and you help the bird survive, right? We should be very compassionate to help animals and birds, right? To survive. And most importantly, we should remember what? I told you in the beginning of the lesson that we have to keep our environment clean so that the birds and the animals are safe, right? We should not throw litter on the floor. We should not, dirty the river, the sea. We should not throw anything so that the animals get affected, right? So these are the things we have to take care of. Right, children? Now we are going to learn the difficult words. Okay? So let's see what are the difficult words we have in this chapter. Now go back to page number 13. See the first line. A sticky skin of oil. Please underline the word sticky. First line, right. I have already told you the meaning of sticky, right? Next word, difficult word, is floating. Please underline the word floating. The second line. Next word is caught. Right, which is in the third line. Now go to the next paragraph. Next word is wrapped. Then pecked. Please underline the word pecked. Turn the page to page number 14. It's not a job for us, Dad said. He needs some expert care. Please underline the word expert. Now next paragraph. They scrubbed and cleaned our gull. Please underline the word scrubbed and cleaned. Next line, several means few. What does several means? Few. And then the last word is shore, which is the last line of the paragraph. So these are the difficult words we have found out from the poem, right? So you go through the words, you learn the spellings of the words and try to take out the meanings, right? But in my next video, I am going to tell you and discuss with you the meanings and the spellings of the difficult words and how to spell it and how to pronounce it, right? So, as of now, you learn the spellings. And now let's do the next exercise, which is page number 15. A. Tick the correct answer. Have you all opened to page number 15? Yes. See, it is this one. Right? Have you all got it? Yes. So tick the correct answer. So I'm going to read this out and I'll help you do it. We have to tick the correct option. There are 3 options given. We have to read the sentence and choose the correct option. Number 1. A sticky skin of oil was floating on the sea, river or lake. Which one? You have to choose. Right. It is sea. So put a tick in sea. S-E-A, sea. Right. Now the next one. The speaker and his father found the gull. Where did they find the gull, children? On a rock, among the sands, or under a tree? Think about it. I have already explained the chapter to you. Absolutely right. Among the sands. So which one will you take? Among the sands. The second one. Right. Now number 3. They wrapped the bird in a towel or in a shirt or with a newspaper. Which one? They wrapped the towel means the father and the son, you all know, have wrapped the towel, wrapped the gull in a towel, right? So which one will you take? The first one, in a towel, right? Number 4. The experts showed them several other birds, black with what? The experts showed them several other birds, black with, there are 3 options given, paint, soot, oil. Read read this statement and think about it. I have explained to you already, so you must know it. The experts showed them several other birds. Black with, absolutely correct, oil. So put a tick on oil. Right. So children, we have done this exercise, right? Now I am going to discuss the meanings with you, okay, in detail. So let's do the meanings today. These are the meanings. I am going to click a picture and I am going to put it up in the group. So what you are going to do is, you are going to write it down in your fair notebook, right? You all remember the notebook, you have to divide it into half. First half is literature, second half is language. So on a fresh page you start chapter number 2 and you write the meanings of the words, right? Which I am going to put up in your group. Before that I am going to just discuss it with you, right? First word is sticky. Let's write the word for you so that it's easier. Sticky. Right? What is the meaning of sticky? Who knows? I have already explained. Right. The correct meaning of the word sticky is covered with a substance that stays attached to any surface. Right? Covered with a substance that stays attached to any surface. This is the correct meaning of the word sticky. Right? And when I was explaining the poem, I have already explained to you what is a sticky. Like oil is sticky. Right? Glue is sticky. Yeah. So that is the meaning of sticky. Number 2 is gull. I told you what is the meaning of gull. Gull means it's a type of a bird, right? It's a seabird. A seabird with a loud call. Means when it calls out very loudly, right? So it's a type of a seabird, right? Next word would be wrapped. Wrapped. What is the meaning of wrapped? Covered with any material. Like the boy and the father, what did they do? They covered it with a towel. Okay? So that is a material. Material means maybe it may be a cloth, it may be a paper, right? So that's a material. So wrapped means covered. When you cover it with any material, it's called wrapped, right? Next word, number 4, is pecked. Pecked. What is the meaning of pecked? When a bird strikes with the beak, that's called pecked, right? I told you how the bird, the gull, what did they do? What did it do? It pecked on the father's hand, right? So that is pecked, to strike with the beak, So, a bird strikes with its beak. When a bird strikes with its beak, it is pecked. Right? Next word would be an expert. Right? An expert. So, who's an expert, children? The correct meaning of an expert is a person with a high level of knowledge or skill related to a particular subject or activity. So, a particular subject or any activity, when a person knows a lot, he has a lot of knowledge about that particular thing, then you call that person an expert, right? Absolutely. Number 6, I'll write it here. Number 6 is scrubbed. Scrubbed. What is the meaning of scrubbed? I told you, to clean something by rubbing it hard. When you clean something and you rub it hard like this, that is called scrubbed, right? You have seen when there is suppose in a stain in your shirt, what does your mama do? She cleans it, right? So she cleans it with a brush and soap, and she scrubs it hard to take out the stain, right? So that is scrubbing, right? So to clean something by rubbing it hard. Next word would be several. What is the meaning of several? Several means few, right? Few, very little, few. And my last word would be number 8, shore. Right? Land at the edge of a sea or lake is called a shore. Like you have gone to a seashore, that's called a shore. The sandy beach is a shore. Even when you stand near the lake, that is a shore. Even a river bank, that is a shore. Okay? So, these are the meanings I have discussed with you already. What you have to do is, you have to take out your notebooks and I'm going to click a picture and put it in the group so that you have no problem. You please look into it and you're going to take out your notebooks and write it down neatly, exactly the way I will put it up in the group, and you're going to start off with the chapter. Please write chapter 2, then write the name of the poem, The Bird on the Shore, and then write meanings and word meanings and then write this, right? Okay, so you're going to complete this and I'm sure you have understood the poem. If you have any clarifications or any problems understanding, children, please get back to me. Please contact me. I'm going to clarify all your doubts and whatever problems you have, right? And please let me know. So today I'm going to end my class here. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.